Welcome to Navia Benefit Solutions, and thank you for trusting us with the administration of your healthcare, dependent care, and limited purpose flexible spending arrangements. We want to ensure your experience is as easy and seamless as possible, so Navia provides the flexibility to manage FSA eligibility and contribution reporting either via file feed or through the Navia Employer Portal. If you are not currently sending EDI files to Navia, all employee updates, for example, new hires, demographic data updates, and terminations, will be managed through this portal. Let's start by walking through how to make employee updates, such as adding new hires and applying terminations. To add a new hire to our system, you'll begin by logging into the Navia Employer Portal. From the home page, click the Plan Management link in the left side menu and select Participants. From this page, click the Add Participant link in the upper right corner. You will first be asked to enter the employee's demographic data, including name, social security number or employee ID number, date of birth, their mailing address, phone number, and email address. Once finished, you'll be able to enroll the participant into the FSA by clicking the Enroll in Plan link applicable to the desired FSA benefit. To enroll the participant, you'll select the plan year and provide the participant's benefit eligibility date, annual benefit amount, pay cycle information, number of contributions, and their per pay period contribution amount. The last section of enrollment will allow you to add direct deposit information for the participant. Direct deposit information can also be added by the participant at any time after their enrollment is processed. Once the election has been added to the system, employees will receive a Welcome to Navia Benefits email the following business day. The email will contain important enrollment information and registration instructions for the participant portal. Employees that have been enrolled in the FSA and have an email address on file will automatically receive a debit card within 7 to 10 business days. Additional cards for spouses or dependents can be requested by the employee via the Navia participant portal at no cost. It is important to note that while most debit card charges are automatically cleared based on merchant information, some charges will require substantiation. Employees should always save their expense documents. If substantiation is required, the employee will receive an email requesting that documentation be submitted. Documents must be submitted to Navia within 75 days of the card swipe and must include the date of service, type of service, and amount of employee responsibility. If documentation is not received within 75 days, the debit card will be suspended temporarily until proper documentation is received, at which point the suspension will be lifted. Participants can still submit manual claims for reimbursement via the online participant portal or mobile app during the suspension period.
Also note that Navia offers a single card solution. For employers offering multiple benefits tied to the debit card, participants can access their full suite of benefits using one single card. Now that we've learned how to add a new participant, let's walk through how to make changes to an existing participant's account, including termination. To make changes to an existing participant's information, including benefit enrollment or termination, you'll begin by clicking the Plan Management link in the left side menu and selecting Participants. Next, select FSA from the upper menu and the desired plan year that you would like to look at. You'll search for the employee by scrolling the list or using their first name, last name, or ID number in the search field. Select the desired participant by clicking their name. You will then be directed to the participant profile, where you will have the ability to update their account information, view current benefits, enroll them into a new benefit, update their eligibility, view direct deposit information, debit card information, and any communications sent to them by Navia. To apply a termination, you can add a termination date and type to all benefits or only selected benefits. Once a benefit termination date has been added to the portal, the participant's debit card will be deactivated as of 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time on the date of termination. For employees going on leave, you can select the Update Leave of Absence option and apply LOA dates for that individual. If arrangements have been made with the employee to continue coverage during their leave of absence, check the Eligible During Leave of Absence box at the same time that an LOA start date is entered. This will allow the employee to submit claims or use their debit card for eligible FSA expenses while on leave. We will now review FSA payroll deductions and contribution reporting. It's important that payroll deductions are reported to Navia in an accurate and timely manner to ensure smooth plan administration. It's especially important for employees participating in the daycare FSA because that is a money in, money out account, and claims cannot be paid to employees until contributions have been reported. Payroll deductions are reported to Navia for each pay date, not pay period, and can be submitted either via deduction file or manually through the eligibility and deduction report, referred to as the EDR, which is located on the employer portal. The deduction file option enables employers with large employee populations to directly export payroll system data and report employee contributions via file feed to Navia for processing. Files may be sent either directly from the employer or through an authorized third-party vendor. Please note that deduction files must be received 2 business days before the scheduled pay date to ensure that participant FSA accounts are credited and available on their scheduled pay date. To learn more about deduction files, please refer to the File Integrations portion of this tutorial. If you are interested in establishing a file feed to report payroll contributions, please reach out to us at imports@naviabenefits.com. In this portion of the tutorial, we will walk through how to submit the eligibility and deduction report, also known as the EDR. The eligibility and deduction report, also known as the EDR, enables clients to manually report employee contribution amounts for FSA participants. The data management section of the employer portal shows pending, past, and future eligibility and deduction information. The pending elections and deductions section will be your control panel for managing employee contributions to the plan. To navigate to this section of the portal, select Data Management from the left-hand menu and select Pending Elections and Deductions. As the employer, it will be your responsibility to audit contribution reporting against payroll, make any necessary deduction changes, add new employee elections or termination dates, and submit final reporting prior to the due date. Navia will generate a pending EDR for each upcoming pay date, which will include a listing of plan participants along with their expected payroll deduction amounts. This report must be reconciled and submitted to Navia the day prior to the scheduled pay date to ensure employee contributions are posted and available in participant benefit accounts. Pending EDRs are available on the employer portal 7 days prior to the pay date. Employer contacts will also be notified via email when the report is available. To reconcile and submit a pending EDR, select the applicable report from the Pending EDR section. Once in the EDR, you will see both a summary level overview of totals as well as a breakdown by specific benefit offering. Scrolling down, you will see a list of employees participating along with their expected deduction amounts. It is important that you review all expected deduction amounts to ensure they match payroll records. If the amount listed in the expected deduction amount is incorrect, key in the correct amount in the new deduction box. Again, the deduction amount should always match what is deducted from payroll. Selecting the permanent option will update the employee's account so the corrected amount will appear on future EDRs. The pending EDR report can also be used to update annual election amounts and terminate existing benefits. You can also use the pending EDR to add or remove employees if necessary. To add a new employee, select Add Participant from the upper right corner of the page and follow the steps outlined earlier in this tutorial. To terminate an existing participant from the benefit, click on their name or the details link in the right and enter a termination date and type. Once the totals on the report match your payroll records, agree to the terms and conditions at the bottom of the page and select Submit. If you need to make an adjustment after the EDR has been submitted, navigate back to the EDR and select Regenerate from the upper right corner of the page to make any necessary updates. Be sure to resubmit prior to the due date. Please note that all pending EDRs will remain visible and you will continue to get notification reminders from Navia until submission is complete. As a reminder, it's important to submit all pending EDRs in a timely manner to ensure the availability of employee funds. Now that we've learned how to report FSA payroll contributions, let's talk about the employee reimbursement process. Employees can expect to receive claim reimbursements on a weekly basis, unless otherwise established during plan implementation, and they will receive an email notification on the processing day. Employer contacts will also receive an email notification each reimbursement processing date and will have access to a disbursement report on the employer portal. The disbursement report will provide you with detailed information on all employee reimbursement amounts associated with a specified processing cycle. To access the disbursement report, navigate to the Reports link on the left side menu and select Disbursement Report. A detailed overview of the disbursement report will be covered in the reporting section of this tutorial. An important aspect of FSA administration is plan funding. Navia offers both disbursement and contribution funding arrangements to track payroll contributions and claim reimbursements. Each arrangement represents a different accounting principle and administrative workflow, but they both result in an easily audited and accurately administered plan. We find that most employers elect to hold payroll contributions and transfer plan funding to Navia as claim reimbursements are processed. This is the disbursement method. Employers who elect the contribution funding method will transfer plan funding to Navia when payroll contributions are reported. Regardless of funding method, Navia will complete a year-end reconciliation for each plan upon completion of the claims runout and ERISA appeal periods. Employer contacts will receive a year-end reconciliation report, and any discrepancies in accounting will be reported and refunded or requested at that time. Any forfeitures or liabilities for contribution-funded plans will also be transferred at this time. Please note that if your plan is subject to ERISA, ERISA requires that all experience gains are used for the exclusive benefit of participants and beneficiaries. Funds cannot be used for any other purpose. If the funds are not retained by the employer, the funds must be first used to defray administrative costs of the plan. Administrative costs would include third-party administrator fees or other associated costs. It's also very important to remember that any funds allocated to participants must be uniform and reasonable, and any allocation cannot directly or indirectly relate to individual claim experience. To assist with FSA plan administration, Navia offers a robust suite of reporting, easily accessible at any time through the employer portal. To access Navia's reporting suite, navigate to the Reports link on the left side menu. There are a few important reports that I'd like to highlight. The first report is the year-to-date report. Let's review an example. The year-to-date report is a summarized listing of all the participant balances as well as the plan balance. This report provides an accurate reflection of the plan total every time a reimbursement is issued by Navia. You will receive a year-to-date report each time reimbursements are issued from your plan. You can also pull a custom report at any time through the employer portal. Another key report to highlight is the disbursement report. Employer contacts will receive an email notification each reimbursement processing date and will have access to view a disbursement report. This report will provide you with detailed information on all employee reimbursement amounts associated with a specified processing cycle. The report will contain 2 to 3 tabs depending on your plan design. Tab 1 of the worksheet will show manual reimbursements issued to participants via check or ACH direct deposit. If no manual reimbursements were issued for the processing cycle, The Manual Claim Disbursements tab of your worksheet will show a balance of $0 for that cycle. Tab 2 of the worksheet will show debit card activity. Tab 3 of the worksheet will show any plan adjustments. 3 additional reports that I will briefly point out are the Employee Statement, Contribution Detail Report, and the Carryover Report. The Employee Statement provides a transactional detail at the participant level. It will show all claims, contributions, and disbursements that have been recorded on the individual's account. To generate the report, select the employee's name and click Generate. The Contribution Detail Report will show contribution amounts that have been recorded in the Navia system. This report can be date ranged and will show all contributions made during that time frame. The carryover report is available for groups with carryover and will be available once the carryover has been processed, and will provide a breakdown of any amounts that were transferred from one plan year to the next and provide you with the updated election amounts for each employee. If you have any questions about your FSA administrative responsibilities, please reach out to us at employerservices@naviabenefits.com. Thank you for reviewing this important information. We look forward to partnering with you.